Week 7 of the NFL is in the books, and it is time to address the fantasy team. Did you guys lose your starting quarterback this week? Did you lose your starting running back, your wide receiver, your tight end? Well, here on this episode, we are going to talk about some waiver wire targets that I think would benefit you as a team. With that, let's get into it. So up first, let's say you're in a super flex league, you're in a 2 quarterback league, or you know what, your quarterbacks just suck in a 1 quarterback league. The first player on my waiver wire target list this week is none other than rookie quarterback for the New England Patriots, Drake May. Drake May is rostered in about 25% of sleeper leagues. When I checked right before this recording, it could have gone up since then. But Drake May is in a system where he has some targets that he can target, like Hunter Henry. He's got Ramondre. Demario Douglas unfortunately got hurt this weekend. But he's got enough weapons that he can check the ball down and still be decent. He's looked good in his first 2 games as a rookie. Can't argue with that. Again, not playing the best teams those 2 weeks, and he did end up losing against Jacksonville on Sunday. But if you're down bad for a quarterback, Drake May is definitely a waiver wire target. Up next, we have the new starting quarterback in Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is rostered in about 14% of leagues according to Sleeper. And Sunday night against the Jets, sorry, I'm recording this on Monday. Sunday night against the Jets, you definitely saw a offense look better airing the ball out than they did with Justin Fields. And they ended up blowing out the Jets. Now, that being said, the Jets are not that good of a team. But at the end of the day, Russell Wilson is definitely another 2 QB Superflex waiver wire target going into week number 8. The last one is rostered in 3% of leagues. Just saw the starting QB and the backup QB go out. We don't know how long the backup QB is out for, but we know the starting QB is out for the rest of the season. And that is the Browns' Jameis Winston. Now, we all know Jameis likes to air the ball out. He likes to throw the ball. He's very smart under center. As a Saints fan, I got to see him play. And yeah, he's going to be boom or bust. He's going to be boom or bust. He's got a very low floor, but he's got a very high ceiling. So being rostered in 3% of leagues according to Sleeper, he's definitely someone that's going to be available in your leagues. He's definitely someone that's worth picking up and maybe trying to sell high after he has a successful week. And he got Chubb back. So between Jameis and Nick Chubb in Cleveland, I definitely see some success for the quarterback going into week number 8. On to the running back position. Now, running back is always a position that is a little bit harder to find waiver wire pickups, because a lot of times you're going to see people that boom as a backup running back. They just have a very good week, but it's hard to justify putting them on your roster for fantasy football. But the first one on the list is rostered in 0% of leagues according to Sleeper, and the last 2 weeks he's looked decent, and that is JaMycal Hasty off the New England Patriots. Now, last week he didn't score. This week he did find the end zone. Drake May seems to like to check it down to him. He's a very good receiving back, which the Patriots just always seem to have. They have receiving backs. They always have a running back by committee. He's definitely going to be like an RB3 flex play for you, but rostered in 0% of leagues, he's definitely available right now. And if you're in a league with a deep enough bench, he's definitely worth the target, especially with some buys coming up. Up next, from the Jacksonville Jaguars, we've got D'Ernest Johnson. Now, with ETN hurt, they definitely seem to be ramping up the production for D'Ernest Johnson, and rostered in 17% of leagues according to Sleeper. He's definitely available in a majority of leagues. And again, an RB3, RB2 possibly, and then a definite flex position play going into week 8 might be someone worth picking up. Last but not least, we have the rookie in Buffalo. Now, this is a very highly rostered player, but Ray Davis, rostered in 29% of leagues according to Sleeper, is definitely a running back that in Buffalo they are trying to get the ball to. Last week with Cook out, he saw the majority of the touches. He got into the end zone again this week. They definitely like what they see from Ray, and with him and Cook in the backfield, it's one that if you have James Cook, I would definitely go out and try to get Ray Davis. Get the handcuff, because Cook's already been hurt once. You never know if he's ever going to re-aggravate that. Knock on wood, hope he doesn't. You never want to see someone get hurt, but if you've got James Cook in your league, it might be worth getting the handcuff of Ray Davis. On to the wide receiver category. First up, rostered in 5% of leagues according to Sleeper, we've got Jalen Naylor, the wide receiver in Minnesota. Sam Darnold seems to like him. That being said, when you've got Justin Jefferson, it's very hard to justify picking up another Minnesota wide receiver. But Justin Jefferson is going to draw the double teams. He's going to draw the attention, especially when you get Hawkinson back. Jalen Naylor is definitely going to be open down the field. He's going to get you some yards. He's going to get you some catches. Definitely a play in a full PPR league. Maybe not a standard scoring league. He's definitely boom or bust, but he's going to get you catches. He's going to find the end zone, especially with Hawkinson coming back and Jay Jettas getting the attention in Minnesota. Up next, we've got Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman could be a very flash-in-the-pan wide receiver. This week, with Amari Cooper no longer being a Brown, he did see a very increased amount of targets, and it showed. He was productive this week, leading the team in wide receivers and receptions. And it seems to be whenever you have a new quarterback come into the system, a wide receiver that may not have seen a lot of targets with the previous quarterback seems to pick it up a little bit. So, rostered in 2% of leagues according to Sleeper, he's definitely worth targeting. Last but not least, we go to Kansas City, who saw another wide receiver go down on Sunday with Juju feared to go to the IR. Mecole Hardman, rostered in 0% of leagues, definitely not going to be your wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. It's going to be a wide receiver 3 flex play, but rostered in 0% of leagues, I definitely feel like Mecole Hardman is someone that is worth picking up in a deep league. Patrick Mahomes knows him. It's another target in Kansas City, and right now they are like running out of targets, to be honest with you. They've got Travis Mecole, Kareem Hunt, and Watson, I think, are the 4 people that he's actually throwing the ball to now. So it's definitely someone that it's not going to be a lot of upside, but it's worth the pickup if you're in a deep league looking for your wide receiver 3 flex play. Hunter Henry is going to be the last player on this waiver wire list in the tight end position. Rostered in 30% of leagues, he definitely seems to be Drake May's favorite target, seeing season high in points both weeks Drake May has started. He is my one tight end on the waiver wire list this week. So if you're in a tight end premium, 2 tight end, super flex, and you're looking for a second tight end right now, because honestly, tight end play this year has been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad. So I'm willing to test out a bunch of different players in regards to trying to find that one tight end that just fits into my system, that is going to get me consistent, 8 to 12 points in a full PPR league, because right now that would be above average for tight ends. This is your waiver wire notice. If you guys like this kind of content and you want more of it, don't forget, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notification bells. That way you never miss when a video goes live. And until next time, peace.